Should women be scared of the new Florida divorce law? Yes. No longer is there permanent alimony. The amount of alimony that you're going to get has been predetermined. The length of time that you are going to get alimony has been cut down. That's why married women should fear the new Florida divorce law.
The only thing divorced women fear more than losing a man is actually getting a job. They'll drain alimony, demand child support, and play victim for years. But clocking in and earning their own way? That's the nightmare they run from. Independence sounds good until it requires effort.
So this one's very interesting. Apparently, if you cheat on your spouse, and this is a bill that's going to be passed, or a law that is going to be passed in 2026 in the majority of states, that if you cheat on your spouse, you will possibly receive jail time. Like, it'll literally be illegal to do so. And y'all know how cheating culture is today. I mean, people cheating like crazy. It's an epidemic of infidelity, especially as it pertains to marriage on both sides. And so how does this change the dynamic of relationships going forward? But if this law passes, I can guarantee you there are gonna be so many people you see never get married or try to get a divorce right before. I can guarantee you this is gonna change the entire relationship system, and there's gonna be like severely less marriages, because there's a lot, y'all don't understand this, dude. There's a lot of people who be cheating out here, bro. It's a cold world. And so I think it's kind of a good thing, honestly.
Hypergamy just hit a brick wall, and women are terrified. They won't settle unless he's 10 levels above them, but with jail time for cheating, their game collapses. Watch the panic. False setups, sabotage, and dirty tricks to frame men will explode. This law doesn't just punish cheaters, it dismantles the system women thrived on. Marriages may decline, but manipulation? That's about to reach dangerous new heights.
What's the difference between how men are treated in a divorce and women are treated in a divorce? There's a bias against men receiving alimony. A lot of times, even if the man is entitled to alimony, he doesn't get alimony. The same applies to child support. I've been a divorce attorney for 20 years, and this shocks me to this day.
Think about how twisted this system is. A married man gets stripped of access to his own kids, treated like a criminal in family court. Yet that same man can qualify to foster someone else's children. Let that sink in. Fathers are good enough for the state when it needs them, but not for their own blood. That's not justice. That's systematic, soul-crushing hypocrisy.
No, this is happening right now. An increasing number of Republicans are attacking no-fault divorce. They want to make it harder to get a divorce, 70% of which are initiated by women. The Texas and Nebraska Republican parties put it in their state's official platform. And what I'm guessing you're trying to say is, yeah, but Republicans will never actually make it harder to get a divorce. Like, these bills would never pass. This is never going to happen. It is justified and warranted and even necessary that we react to the things that legislators say that they want to do. Like, what's the alternative? We only get to react when the deed is done, when they do actually make it harder to get a divorce. This type of thoughtless, dismissive tactic was used so much when women and feminists and activists sounded the alarms for years and decades that Republicans would overturn Roe v. Wade, only to be told time and time again that they won't actually do it. I certainly hope you're right. I hope this never happens, but I plan to continue reacting to Republicans when they tell me what they want to do.
I just want to make something very clear. If a woman wants a divorce, that's reason enough for a divorce. It's looking like the GOP is coming after that next. We told you it wouldn't just be abortion. They're coming after no-fault divorce. So they want to make it where women can't just decide they want a divorce just because, they're unhappy. They have to prove infidelity or abuse. Because, we're subhuman. That's what they're saying.
Now they're panicking because the no-fault divorce jackpot is running dry. Marriage only seemed fine when exit with half was guaranteed. It's not oppression. It's losing the fastest route to cash, comfort, and free rides. The lottery's closed, and suddenly independence looks terrifying when work's the only option.
A divorce lawyer says she got 14 new clients after the election, nearly 3 times the normal number for the busiest of weeks. Political disagreements have been tearing families apart for a decade now, but 2024 seems to be on a whole other level. Which isn't surprising, of course. The contrast between the two respective sides of the political aisle could not possibly be more stark. And women's issues were, of course, one of the things that were at the center of this election. And it seems to have been a lot of women's last straw, if what divorce lawyer at Parker Lawyer on X experienced is any indication. In her tweet, she noted that aside from the fact that November is the slowest month of the year for divorce lawyers, a phenomenal week for her would be 5 new cases. Instead, she got 14 in just the 2 days after the election. And of course, it's possible that her surge in clients was driven by men, but it's highly unlikely as women initiate as much as 70% of divorce proceedings according to some estimates. And she's not the only legal professional who's noticed a surge. Social media is also full of posts from men saying that their wives have even already served them divorce papers since the election.
Women are panicking because the loopholes they thrived on, no-fault divorce and emotion-driven exits, are finally closing. The days of cashing out on broken vows with zero accountability might be ending, and reality without shortcuts has them terrified of true independence.
Are we about to witness an alarming increase in divorce? No more 50% split on houses. This is what Donald Trump is proposing with new divorce laws. What do you think?
Women are shaking because the golden parachute is gone. No more marrying up and cashing out with half for feelings. Trump's proposal is karma, finally ending the free ride. Men deserve fairness, not punishment for failed love, while women rage over losing their easiest hustle.
Wow, this would change getting married significantly. Donald Trump is hinting at changing the divorce law. No more 50% property sharing. Depending on the state you're in or how you set up your prenup, or if there is one, there isn't one, when you divorce your spouse, they get half. So he's proposing if you get divorced, the other person should not get half. But if they need to borrow up to $1 million, the person with the money can loan it to them if they have collateral. Doesn't matter if you've been married for 6 years, 25 years, doesn't matter if you have 6 children with that person. If you can't take care of the person with the money should take the kids and take care of them.
I heard a guy say yesterday, he says, you never fully know your wife. This kind of made me laugh. You never fully know your wife until she divorces you. You've heard me say this, date long, marry slow, but divorce fast. And I've been accused of being pro-divorce. I'm not pro-divorce. I am pro-marriage all the way. Pro-happy, healthy marriage. I'm anti-divorce. I also like to say that if you're going to get divorced, you got to do it fast. So when I say divorce fast, that does not mean I'm pro-divorce. What it means is this. The emphasis is not on the divorce. The emphasis is on fast. And the reason is that most chaos and trauma and bullshit that a man goes through is through the divorce and custody process. Most of the relationship PTSD happens to the man, not the woman, and it happens through that process. That's why I say get it over with quick, if you can.
Divorce drags on not because it's complicated, but because lawyers and courts profit from pain. The longer the fight, the bigger their paycheck. It's never about fairness. It's about bleeding men dry while pretending to serve justice.
I only make $35,000 a year, and I'm paying child support, and she's making a little over $200,000 a year. I just need a little help.
Who is paying child support in this case?
And I have custody of my boys. She goes on vacation. She's out of town all the time. I've had my boys for 7 weeks straight. She hasn't seen her boys in 7 weeks.
7 weeks straight. You make about $125,000 and then an additional $25,000 doing Herbalife. This man only makes $35,000 and you think he should still be paying child support and he has the children more than you? Is that what you're asking me to do? You make $150,000 a year. See, you're playing games. What has she done with the boys?
She takes them to Paris. They go overseas. They've been on Disney cruises. Every time she gets them, they're going somewhere.
$1,456 a month. And it's not to punish you for having a great job. That's awesome. However, when you think about what's in the best interest of these children, they can't go to Disneyland and do all of that with dad.
Yes! 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 Yes!
The judge who ordered him to pay child support for kids proven not his should be disbarred immediately. She pocketed money through fraud, yet walks free while he bleeds financially. Every cent stolen should be repaid with penalties. This dad deserves justice, not punishment for another's lies. Bless him for still showing up for his children.
I'm giving this point of view as a sister, auntie, and friend. If a man finds out that a child isn't his, the woman should be forced to pay back the child support. But you should have known that, fellas, day one, because a paternity test should be given day one of birth. Soon as the baby come out, don't even have the mucus off of it. And if a woman gets offended, then it's just like, sis, let that man be sure. Never have a hiccup in your relationship, even if that's the only person you ever been with. Let's normalize that. With that being said, I think that woman should also pay interest. Kind of like when you fill out your unemployment paperwork, and if you worked and you say you didn't work, they make you pay the money back plus a penalty of 30%. I think sis should have to pay back 30%. Yeah, run all that money back, because you's a liar. You deceitful. And anytime you lie to any government entity, you have to pay them back. And this is a kind of like court records and stuff. Yeah, interest should be paid. And if you don't have my money, sis, no more girls' trips, okay? Yeah, taking your passport, because you owe me money. Just like when men don't pay their child support, they can't travel out of the country. Same thing. You can lose your license, sis. Suspend it. You don't play with people's lives like that. You knew when you was ovulating.
The law must require mandatory DNA testing at birth. No exceptions. No man should sign a birth certificate blindly, only to find out years later the child isn't his. With paternity fraud ruining lives, mandatory testing is the only safeguard against betrayal, lies, and devastating financial and emotional destruction.
How much are you making? I'm making $150,000 a year.
All right, I'm bringing her to court today to try to increase my child support. We have 2 kids. She makes quite a bit of money. I'm a school teacher, I only make $50,000. I just need a little help. She helps everybody else, but she doesn't help the kids like she should. Yeah.
How much money are you getting right now from her?
$450.
You so mad that you broke.
The PP.
Ooh, ma'am, don't do that. Don't do that. I didn't tell him to be a little teacher. That was on him. Don't call him a little teacher. That's not nice. Don't do that. He chose to be a teacher. I chose to be a real estate agent. That's all. You're bringing your monthly child support to $2,550. Why did you do this?
No, wait a minute.
Excuse me. You said, Your Honor, I make about $150,000. Did you say that? I did say that. Right. You did say that. So that's what I based it on. Shut up.
He's an educator, shaping young lives, a role beyond priceless. Yet she laughed at him for teaching, belittling his contribution while still having 2 kids with him. The hypocrisy is staggering. If teaching wasn't good enough, why start a family with him? Time for accountability. And credit where it's due. Judges like this one restore balance. If more rulings followed this logic, society would truly be in a better place.
I'm the first one on Kid L to admit that I pay child support. They will put you on child support, but the child support that I pay, I don't complain about that shit. I do what I gotta do because it's for the child.
Wait. You have to pay child support?
Yeah, because if one parent, and that's fair. That's fair for me to pay child support. And you want to know why? Because we both have joint legal custody, but of course the children stay with him. You know, my daughter's 18 now and my son is 12. But that's fair because when the children were living with me, he was paying child support. So I had already knew that they was going to put me on child support.
Finally, this is how it's done. No crying, no nagging, no victim card. Just accountability. Rare to see a woman handle her end like this. No excuses, no drama, just responsibility.
How much money you make a year?
About $60,000.
This girl here don't want to take care of her kids. I've been had her kids forever. When you say forever, what's forever? 4-year-old been with me since he was a baby. And now the 2-year-old, she was 5 months. Your kids have pretty much been with your aunt their entire lives.
I'm a hairstylist. I do hair.
Your hair is pretty.
Thank you. I travel for my work, and I have to do hair, make appointments.
She probably doing something strange for a piece of change too. Oh, where's the daddy?
Oh no, he in them streets.
Oh, it sounds like you are too.
No. So I pay for these kids. Like I bring them food.
She
I bring
brings them McDonald's, a Happy Meal. Maybe
every kid love a Happy Meal.
You should know better. And I'm not looking for a response right now because as cute as your hair is, that attitude is not looking real good. support obligation to $1,582 per month.
I'm sorry, you said 1,000 what?
Beauty fades and dumb is forever. $1,582 makes it crystal clear. Independence sounded sweet until child support came knocking. Suddenly, strong and free feels heavy when responsibility shows up. Equality isn't free. It comes with the bill, too.
Check this out, okay? So me and my baby dad ended up having a battle, and we went to court for custody over our kids. It ended in us getting joint physical custody, joint legal custody, shared, split down the middle, as split as you could get it with the kids, okay? 2 days a week with mom, 2 days a week with dad, alternating weekends between parents, okay? We also signed a zero child support order saying that neither party pays either person child support because of the equal parenting time. Each parent is responsible for taking care of the kids when they have them, okay? Okay, sounds all good and dandy until your bum-ass baby dad with said children signs up for public assistance. Public assistance because he doesn't want to get a job, okay? Okay, this is an able-bodied man, no disabilities, okay? I should also point out, not only is he an able-bodied man living in a patriarchy, he's an able-bodied white man living in the patriarchy, okay? Who wants to be on government assistance with his children as opposed to getting a job. So guess what happened? Did you guess? Okay, let me just go ahead and tell you, okay? I get a letter from whoever the county stating that they want to vacate that order of zero support because he's on public assistance, and that means I need to be paying him child support. What? Okay, I have to pay him child support because he's choosing not to do more in life?
You chose him, so why the crying now? The game flipped, and suddenly equality doesn't feel so empowering. He used the system the same way women have for decades, and now it's your turn to cut checks. That's karma, not unfairness. Independence isn't free, sis. It comes with responsibility, too.
You're the one that's going to pay him child support today.
What?
Yeah, you are.
He makes like 3 times as much money as I do. I have to give him my money?
It's for the child, so yes. But the good thing is, it's based on your income. You'll get credit for the other child that your 8-month-old, you'll get credit for that child. But yes, you are going to pay him child support. That's just the right thing to do. It's one child between the two of you, okay? And health insurance, I'm assuming you pay it.
Yes.
How much is it?
$66 a month.
And how much do you make a year?
$38,000.
Your child support obligation comes out to $423.69 plus the $66 you're going to reimburse him for health insurance.
$489.69.
Did you need me to repeat it?
I'm asking you, $489. I have to give him almost $500 a month?
Yeah, that's how it works. Did you really think that I was going to have him pay you child support?
No, I just wanted my baby.
Your first answer was no, so then you understand exactly why you have to pay child support.
And the cherry on top? A female judge made the call, making it sting even more. Let's be clear, you're not giving him anything. You're providing for your child. That's what support means. If you can't afford kids, use birth control. Equality means accountability, and the excuses don't fly anymore.
Yes, you are exactly right. Paying motherfucking child support as a mother is savage work. But at the end of the day, this savage did some work in order to have to pay motherfucking child support. I did some fucked up ass shit. Now my children are with my godmama, being well taken care of, and I have to pay child support. That's it, that's all. Y'all will hear that story later. But yeah, and I got baby daddies that is running from $25 a month. But I gotta pay $8 some a month. Yeah, all that. Yeah.
If the father has custody, then the mother pays. Simple. But here come the double standards. When men pay, they're shamed as deadbeats. When women pay, it's suddenly savage or heroic. Nah, stop the cap. Responsibility isn't gendered. It's just accountability finally circling back. Equality stings when it's real.
The person receiving child support from you.
From me.
That's what I said. That doesn't sound right to you?
No, ma'am.
Why doesn't that sound right? Because you're the mom.
Yes. And I have to buy things for my son, and I can't do it alone.
He buys things for your son.
Well, I need to do that too.
You make $400,000 a year, ma'am.
Well, I have employees and things to pay. I mean, you know.
Okay.
I don't think that he should stop paying the child support.
What do you think he should do?
Pay me more.
Pay you more?
Yes.
While your son lives with him?
Well, I still see my son.
Okay, yeah, but?
Like maybe once a month, you know, maybe.
Oh, I see him more often than that.
Maybe.
No.
Maybe once a month.
I see him more often than that.
What's more often than that?
Nope, this isn't complicated. If the child lives with one parent the majority of the time, the other parent should pay child support. Period. It's not about revenge. It's not about gender. It's about the kid. You don't get to walk away from responsibility just because the system finally flips the script on you. And that's it for today on Sigma Traits. Make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and don't forget to ring that notification bell. Support this channel through membership. You can also support through PayPal link in the description. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. See you all tomorrow.